Hi there, Jeff from Macon Industries. Today we're at the shop and we're going to talk about our newest build that's just about ready to leave, and it is the SD500. What makes this plant unique is we've outfitted it with our largest conveyor. It's a 52-foot long by 42-inch wide conveyor. It's got the standard mobile sluice runs, along with this one is equipped with 330 class tracks. And if you follow me, we're going to dive into it a little closer. So this SD500 is equipped with a custom hydraulic tank that is built directly underneath the hopper, so it's protected. And it is powered by a 100 horsepower hydraulic over electric motor. And this powers all of the sluice runs, the lifting jacks, the tilting of the sluice runs, along with the functions to move the 330 tracks. And right here is our control panel, where all the functions are located. And the most unique part about this is where this customer is using this plant, the plant needs to move anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day. So hooking this plant up and towing it with our standard skid scenario, this one here can be moved very easily. It can be lifted and lowered right onto the tracks itself. The jacks are built with super beefy mounts directly into the track frame itself and can be easily lifted and lowered right in place. With this SD500, it's got a 5-foot by 12-foot deck, double deck, so usually standard with 1.5 inch open panels on the top, 1/2 inch on the bottom. We can also incorporate lower deck spray bars if needed. This current model doesn't have it. We've got our shaker deck motor, we've got our soft start, we've got our 650 liter onboard fuel tank along with our control panel, and as you can see, the functions are all labeled nicely here. Up above that we've got our cooling fan, and yeah, you can see the side of the hydraulic pack up there. On our SD500, this is the mobile version, and on the mobile version it has a water inlet on each side, so you can hook it up from either side. It comes with a 10-inch, and as you can see here, these wings, they do wing up with hydraulics. That's why we've got the rubber hose in between, making it nice and easy to fold. Here's where your water inlet is, and we've got our bypass line running down the length of the sluice run, which is also 10-inch. And if you follow me into the sluice run here, we'll talk a little bit about this. Diving into the sluice runs a little bit here, starting with our side distributors. These are all Rima rubber, they're all lined, and these can fold up with hydraulics once this is in the mobile position. Moving down from the side boxes here, it's also rubber lined in the impact zone, and we can set up sluice runs to whatever you prefer for your ground. This one here is set up with just the dropouts, and then it goes over Hungarian to expanded, but we can add boil boxes in here, hydraulic riffles in here. There's many options. Sluice runs comes up with a fold down cleanup tray at the end of the secondaries. You can then fold this tray down, wash your mats directly in the runs, and hose everything down into the 6-inch cam lock, which you can then feed into a cleanup bin positioned lower than the sluice run. This SD500 is equipped with our largest conveyor. It is a 42-inch wide by 52 feet long. It comes with a heavy-duty 3600 conveyor belt. It's got an impact bed below my feet. Below that we have a directional V-plow, and we have a head-end scraper and heavy-duty pulleys. Moving into a few more of the functions of this SD500, we've got our upper and lower deck discharge chutes that feed off of the shaker deck itself. They are reinforced with AR400, top and bottom. When we move up into here, you see the hydraulic rams and the snatch blocks. This main ram here controls the lifting and lowering of the sluice run, along with the tilting function to fold it up against the plant itself so that you can fit into narrower spots. We've got our side arms here with a spot to put a system number or a name for your plant, along with lights. We've got lights on the side arms along with the main top frame where all of the conveyor cables hook up, as you can see. So moving on to the SD500, I'm up on the top frame right now. We're standing on the platform, and diving into the mainframe of this plant, The Waterworks comes directly up into this main tube, and as it travels across the main tube, it feeds all of the upper deck spray bars. And when the water comes up into here, it also feeds the hopper. And this plant is equipped with a conveyor feed wash hopper. It's got the 2 main spray bars that go across the top, and it's got spray nozzles incorporated directly into the side of the hopper itself, which is fed with the water tubes. And I'll move inside here so we can take a closer look. Diving into the SD500 shaker deck here. When the material feeds out of the hopper, we've got a rubber lip that seals against the bottom to stop splashing. It's got heavy-duty impact pads for the first point of contact, and then moves on to steel-backed heavy-duty rubber media. This one is set up with 1.5 inch open. There's many sizes we can choose from depending on your material type. We've also got a series of spray bars that span the length of the deck, and they're all equipped with Victolic fittings, so these can be easily loosened off, and you can adjust your spray pattern to whichever way you want. We've got conveyor belt that runs the length of the deck to stop the wear and tear and the banging and clanging with the rocks that are kind of flowing through here, which helps a lot. We've got a rubber curtain that slows down the material to feed out the discharge chute. And as you can see, it's heavy duty. A couple more features I'd like to point out on this plant is we've got an access ladder up to the access platform, so you can inspect the deck and watch material feed. We've equipped this with a safety gate that you can lock out, along with a safety lanyard that can be used with fall arrest to climb the ladder. Another thing we've got here is the tracks themselves. We've got a heavy duty frame that's built around these tracks, that the lifting jacks are integrated directly into. As you can see, the lifting jacks go straight through the frame. So once this plant pulls into place, you can level it directly off the tracks. There's no need for setting up pads, blocking, or anything. You can just quickly adjust and move on the fly. We've also built off the side of the skid frame a platform to stand on for when this plant is in motion. And we've got all of our functions here. So looking into the underside of this plant, like most of our plants, underneath the shaker deck itself, we have our primary catch tray. This one here is equipped with hydraulic riffles that we've got the filtered water that flows up into them. The filter box is located directly underneath where your main 10-inch water inlet feeds into, and filters out the water and has a series of gauges so you can set your pressures. And this catch tray is hydraulically controlled and makes it nice and easy for lowering and raising to do a cleanup. And on the back of the primary catch tray itself, we've got a 6-inch cam lock that you can hook up your hose and feed that directly into a cleanup bin. This SD500 is equipped with a 160 horsepower generator, pumping out 125 kVAs. One unique feature with this is it's built onto its own platform that can be unbolted, dismantled from the plant itself, which is built extra heavy duty. And we've put the enclosed generator on this option just to quiet down for noise, weather, and just for easier storage. Another thing I wanted to point out, this is a new design for us. When this catch tray gets lowered and raised, we have a junction point, and it's always created a little bit of a weep until it kind of silts up in here. And what we've done now is we've created 2 flat faces, making a flange, and gluing Rima rubber directly onto it. So when this catch tray raises into the up position which it's in now, it makes a perfect seal, making it so no water comes out whatsoever. One of the last things I wanted to touch on is, as you can see, this plant is very customized. We build things for many places around the world. There's lots of different ground. There's many different options you might need for your site or your next location. Check us out online. Check us out. We got lots of videos on YouTube, and think of us for your next build.